What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd, where we talk all things major movie television news. Once again, I'm your host on the channel, Grant Sullivan, and last night we got a new trailer for Captain Marvel 2. So, once again, we're going to break down this trailer, go through it, talk about some of the key details, and theorizing on what this movie could potentially be about and how this all connects to, again, Secret Wars. So, this is going to be sort of a breakdown slash theory video, I guess you would say, because the Marvels comes out this week. Happy Marvels release week and happy Loki Season 2 finale week as well. So there's a lot coming from Marvel Studios this week, and we got to break it all down. But first, you guys are new to the channel. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. With that being said, you guys already know the drill. My Spider-Man gameplay walkthrough episode 3 is coming to the channel tomorrow, so go subscribe to the channel on that. And that's going to be coming tomorrow. So without further ado, let's hop into this breakdown. So the first few minutes or so, I guess seconds, I guess you would say, about the first 30 seconds are literally just flashbacks from the Avengers. We see Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. We see all those guys. We even see Thanos in this movie. And Thanos at the beginning of this trailer says something very, very important that we need to note here. He says, "My work is inevitable and everything else is coming," and something along the lines of that, which means there's more coming to him. We know this. Zoe Ashton's character is going to be the main villain of this film, and she is the daughter of Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She is connected with Ronan, so she's connected with Thanos and with these villains, and she is looking to take on Captain Marvel in this film. That's the whole point of the movie. But that's basically the first 20 minutes or so, and then Nick Fury again goes on, and he's talking about how it's an old-fashioned term, I guess you would say, kind of like what we heard in the Avengers movie. They do kind of change up the lines a little bit, but other than that, Nick Fury pretty much just says that it's an old-fashioned thing, and that's pretty much the first 20 seconds of this trailer. Now, after that, then we go to the Marvel Studios title card, and again, that's the same thing. We see Iron Man snap, and then we get a shot of the villain ship. Zoe Ashton's character, which I really don't know her name, but we get a shot of her looking out into the distance around the sun, and she looks to be planning her attack on Captain Marvel. Now, this is very important because she, again, is going to be the main villain of this movie. She is a very, very powerful villain, and this is probably how she's going to devise her plan, come up with that. We see her get the bangles as well that we saw in the first Avengers movie all the way back when Thanos was on that moon. So we get a flashback, or we get that moon that Thanos was on when Ronan went to them in Guardians of the Galaxy, the first Avengers movie, that whole planet-wise stuff. So we have seen some things that we saw early back in the MCU convert to now in this Captain Marvel film. We also get another shot of Zoe Ashton's character, but however, it looks like she's going to be leading an army against Captain Marvel, and her power set is really, really cool. At this shot, what I'm looking at right now, at least, we see her that she is going to be tearing holes in space reality. That is literally the whole premise of Avengers Secret Wars. Avengers Secret Wars, and this is what this all leads up to. And we didn't think that this movie had any connection with Secret Wars. We were all completely wrong. This movie has a lot to do with Secret Wars. In fact, it's introducing the concept of Secret Wars. We even hear Monica Rambeau talk about it in this trailer, where she says she is literally bringing another space or another reality onto ours. That is the entirety of Secret Wars in the comic storyline. All these realities coming together, and we've started to see this in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We've seen it in a couple other multiverse movies like No Way Home, where the two Spider-Men come in. So there are a couple of these movies that have already been showing us this, and this is another prime example of what's going to happen in Deadpool 3 and what's going to happen in Avengers Secret Wars when all of these realities are going to be colliding, and we see how powerful she is, and she literally tears a hole in space. So she's one of those characters who can bring a reality into this separate reality. And that's what an incursion is. And we know that Clea and Doctor Strange are going to be stopping this. So I'm wondering if this film is going to be connecting to Doctor Strange 3, which we know is already announced and in the works over at Marvel Studios for Phase 5, Phase 6, or maybe even Phase 7 down the line. But we know that Doctor Strange 3 has been announced and confirmed by over at Marvel Studios to be in the works. So again, I'm wondering if this film is going to be connecting to that, and that is what Clea and what Doctor Strange are going to be doing, is trying to fix some of these incursions that the TVA, that this character, this villain is going to be doing. Again, Dar-Benn is a really, really good villain. I just remembered her name for whatever that is. But we've seen more of her power set as well. We even see the same hexagonal shapes that we see in the movies like Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Love and Thunder. And we have a character from Thor that's coming into this movie, which we'll talk about and get to in a second. But we see the same like portal-like things that they use to go from world to world in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm wondering if she has some of that technology as well. We also see some of her power set and how powerful she actually is by tearing a hole in space reality as well. And that is where Monica says the line that she has been tearing realities apart and bringing realities onto new ones. So that's the whole premise of this movie. But we even get more shots of this as Captain Marvel looks very, very concerned about this, and she gets concerned about this, and because again, this has multiverse implications here, and this is what the multiverse saga is all about, them trying to stop incursions and stuff like that. So basically the entire point of the trailer is to set up this whole final battle and to set up the battle with Dar-Benn. It's to get you more hyped for what this movie is. And personally for me, this trailer does just that. I am very, very hyped for this. The final battle, we get a few glimpses of the final battle as well, as we see Dar-Benn and Captain Marvel fight on the ships where Dar-Benn is taking over planets and stuff. So we get shots and stuff of the final battle, and it looks really, really good in my opinion. For an hour and 45-minute movie, which is the shortest in MCU history, this final battle looks really, really good. I cannot wait for the final battle of this movie. I really can't wait for this movie after seeing this trailer. But after all these action shots, we then get the cameo of Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie. Now, Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie last appeared in Thor Love and Thunder, where I'm wondering how they're going to be calling her, and I'm wondering if that TV spot that we got a little over a month ago, where they said that they're going to be calling somebody new, and I'm wondering if that was Tessa Thompson's. But towards the end, we also get a hint, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, coming later on down the line of this video. But I'm wondering if Tessa Thompson is going to be them, and I'm wondering if Thor's going to appear in this movie, which we'll get to later on in the video. But Tessa Thompson does make a cameo in this movie, and I think it's to drive that hype for this Captain Marvel movie, because again, a lot of people aren't really excited to go watch this movie, but I am. I'm very, very excited to go watch this movie, see how this affects. Again, we just keep getting more action shots and more fight scenes. I don't really think there's a whole lot to break down for this new trailer, but I'm digging this new trailer. Again, we get Tessa Thompson's character as it. Now, towards the end of the trailer, however, we do, in fact, get a line by Nick Fury who says, I called on a little bit more people, and he says the word they, and I'm theorizing who they is. So here are my three candidates for who they could be. Number one, it could be, again, Thor, or it could be the introduction of Tessa Thompson Valkyrie from this movie. They may just be calling on it, because, again, it looks like the Bifrost. But, however, it could be Thor from Asgard, and I am wondering if Valkyrie goes back to Asgard to go retrieve Thor, and Thor shows up, because we know that Captain Marvel and Thor are friends, and we've seen this in Avengers Endgame, and we've seen it in Infinity War as well. So we know that these two like each other, and I'm wondering if it's Thor. Thor's my top guess, but two, and here's a stretched one, and that could be Cassandra Nova as well, because again, Nova has been connected to the MCU for as long as we can remember, going back to the Guardians of the Galaxy originally movies, where we hinted at Nova in that movie. So Nova could be a second option, but my third and final option, it could be someone along the lines of Gladiator, someone like that, or maybe Zeus or somebody like that. So I'm wondering if it's going to be Thor or if it's going to be Nova in this film. I wouldn't be shocked if it is Nova or Wonder Man. It could be Wonder Man for that matter, and this could be the introduction of Wonder Man before he gets his own series on Disney Plus, who, yes, we've heard that it is canceled, but we still don't know officially from Marvel Studios, and we know that they were filming it prior to strike, so they could continue to go on with that. However, we don't know anything about that show. So my top three guesses are if it's Thor, Nova, or if it's going to be Wonder Man in his introduction in the MCU. Let me know, though, your thoughts on this trailer, how hyped you guys are for the Marvels in the comments down below. Again, who do you think Day is going to be? Do you think we're going to get any more cameos? Again, we've hit on the Beast rumored post-credit scene leak that was rumored all the way back a month ago, so we've hit on that. And the X-Men, again, this trailer does tease the X-Men. However, it was really, really short, and I'm wondering if Beast or another X-Men is going to appear in this movie as well. However, let me know your thoughts on this trailer in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn that bell on. We do our best to post on this channel every single day. However, I'm going to hop off, get this edited. Previews for the Marvels will come out tomorrow. What to expect from this film, who's going to show up, stuff like that. And then Loki Season 2, Episode 6 preview will also come tomorrow. So you're getting a lot tomorrow. And then, of course, Spider-Man. We may take a break from that series and go back on Monday. So a lot of people have time to watch the Marvels and Loki, and we can talk about that on the channel. But, however, let me know your thoughts on the trailer in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, turn that bell on. Let me know how hyped you are for the Marvels in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video.